quick, easy. I'm Margaret Fanning with the Irvington Development Organization. We're a co-developer on the whole factory flats, is the working title. We have taken notes of previous meetings, and I ran out of paper, so there's only 3 copies at the back of the room. If you want more, they're all on our website. And along those lines, we're taping this, so to try to keep that as a reliable record, I would ask again that everybody, if you want to speak, please raise your hand, wait to be recognized, identify yourself, and before asking your question or making your comment. And this will be as the last time, the focus, the priority for this evening is to discuss the 3rd iteration of the design of the buildings. And whatever comes out of the meeting tonight will be submitted to the Indianapolis Historic Preservation Commission on Monday for the February 1st hearing. So that's when it's scheduled to be heard, on February 1st, downtown at the City County Government. So again, because of the focus on the design, we'll start with Craig McCormick of Blackline to talk about the design based on your feedback in the previous meetings.
Thank you, Margaret. William, who's also with Blackline, and I have been working on this since our last meeting. We took notes and heard a lot of your feedback about the design. I think what we've come up with is a little bit of a hybrid between the two. What we're showing is the commercial component, the piece that has the retail space and the community room in the bottom, is going to remain kind of a brick style building. But then the rest of the apartment block has more of a walk-up townhouse type of feel. One of the comments we got last time, and knowing that the project wasn't very developed, was about maybe the identity of the shapes and of the townhome pieces themselves being a little more arts and crafts or craftsman style. So what we've done is, rather than being more minimal and modern as they were, we've dressed them up a little bit. So the actual gabled elements would be more of a board and batten type style. We've pulled the eaves out so that you could see the exposed outlookers of the roof. We've pulled the brick. We're going to go ahead and maybe keep a brick base around the bottom just for so that if lawn maintenance and that type of thing, so that those pieces don't get damaged. And then on the Bonner Avenue side, we are showing wood siding over most of the building set back behind the gable pieces. On the commercial part, we've added kind of a piece in the front that will serve as a sunshade sort of trellis for balconies for some of the upstairs apartments. We've added a wood element that will have kind of the entrance to the apartment lofts, and then to the left there, where we have the 3 overhead doors, is the area that's dedicated as the community room. As you go around the corner, that's on the ground. Those are the bays that are dedicated to the commercial space. We think from a signage perspective, maybe a little bit larger than what we're showing, keeping kind of a smaller blade sign over any possible tenants. The first one being the public room or the community space, and then the next 3, plus there's a little additional space behind that, would be available for coffee shops or small businesses or whoever wanted to lease it. In the upstairs part, those are actually apartment units. They'll be, obviously, I think we're going to go with full yard lofts and just stick straight with the full yard. There's really no factory component to it. But the spaces will be taller and loft-like, and on the interior of the apartments, they'll have high ceilings and they'll have exposed ductwork, so they'll have kind of a lofty, sort of urban feeling on the inside. Again, on this facade, which also faces the Pennsy Trail and the majority of the parking for visitors, we've kept the wood as the surface back behind the gabled elements.
Are those functional balconies?
Yes, every unit will have upstairs, with the exception of maybe one or two, every unit will have its own functional balcony.
And this is facing what direction?
This is facing east. At the stair towers, there are 3 of them in the building. We thought keeping them masonry, although it won't be just the 8x16 block, it'll be a darker colored block with a different scoring pattern, so it won't just look like C and U. In more of a charcoal color. I think the idea of the charcoal color is a tie back to the whole yard history. And as you go around to the back side of the building, we're keeping the same kind of board and batten design. And then the space in between where the balconies are on the back side of the building will actually be a cement board panel, a little bit different than the look that we have on the front side. The railings, we're thinking about galvanized metal railings, probably with like a wire mesh type of balcony. Obviously, those things need to be durable.
So now you're facing south?
Yeah, and what we're looking at right here is this part of the building that faces the backyard of these houses, and also faces this existing commercial block building. So everything that is the dark gray there won't be visible from Bonnet Avenue, and it won't be visible from the commercial side of the building.
But it will be visible from the university.
Except the houses that are
Except for the houses and trees and buildings behind it.
Still.
You won't be able to see much of it from the university. I think William can probably put you on University Avenue and see. Yeah, there's a lot of trees and buildings in one.
So this is from the university.
It's my bid. Sorry.
So we haven't modeled every building, but these are the footprints of where the houses are on University. If you had a backyard there, yes, you would be able to see a little bit of it.
I have a front yard and you can see a lot of.
He's talking about being across the street from
I'm
the second
facing
floor.
north.
He would be,
You're on University?
Yeah,
yes,
facing
right there.
So we're about where you are.
Yeah, he would be, if he could be
You're
1,
right.
2, 3, 4th, third house.
No, that's the wrong side.
But no, across the street, you'd be the third house, so if you're up, you mostly see the brewery now, don't you?
Only on the first floor, on the second floor, we look over.
You look over it.
Yeah.
So that's it. I mean, I think what we tried to do is soften up the materials, make them feel a little bit less modern, and still stick with the row house, townhouse type of feel, with the exception of that commercial block on the corner, which we really want to anchor that development. Yes, sir.
How many units, how many parking spaces, and is this the only design you're going to present? Or
Yes,
did you
yeah.
make another design?
We're going to leave this meeting listening to feedback and make a few, hopefully, minor tweaks.
But this is the only design?
When we go to IHPC, we have to present one design. Yes.
How many units, how many parking?
46 units, 91 parking spaces. 3,000 square feet of commercial space, which would have a parking requirement of about 15. So one per unit is 46, plus another 15, brings us up to 61. The question is the interpretation of the industrial building. One interpretation of it says 1 parking space per 1,000 square feet, which is low. That would be 16,000 square feet. I'm sorry? Another interpretation of it says it would be like a B business, which would be about 3 spaces per 16,000 square feet. So I have to get an interpretation from IHPC staff to tell me whether or not we even need a parking variance based on how they read that new use, which just came out in April.
It's really increased the number of parking spots considerably.
This has decreased the number of spaces?
No,
No,
no, this is, but the new law just got passed, the new variance dropped it.
Right,
down.
yeah, the
One
ordinance,
something.
the ordinance
And once
says,
public transportation, so it's trying to
Right.
increase cars, that's not gonna work in our neighborhood.
you know, this is way beyond what we would mark a similar type of development elsewhere in the city. And the way we think parking will be used is that many of the residents will park in the spaces behind the building. We are showing an 8-foot fence all across the back of that, so no one would actually see the cars. This lot would be used probably primarily for people coming to visit the businesses that are there. And we think that those spaces to the left there would also be assigned to units.
Can you show the back of the lot there, the garden area or whatever you're conceiving?
Yeah, so we, as you know, we have kind of an odd shaped piece of property. Again, this piece of property right here is not part of our development, but I think we would be willing to discuss how this piece of fencing would work in relationship to the whole thing. It may be that this fence isn't there, rather that this fence comes back and stops in that building if that landowner is in agreement with that. But we have heard the concerns about this alley and people kind of crossing through the site. So our goal is to obviously cut that off by separating everything with a fence. Yes, ma'am?
How is the drainage gonna be handled on the site?
So what we anticipate, and we haven't designed anything yet, is that the lot in the back here will have its own either swales or it will have underground stormwater. And then the remainder of the lot may have to have some underground retention in this front area. We don't know yet, but the idea would be to utilize this for some of the drainage.
So you'd be putting in rain gardens, essentially? in the
Yeah,
green
swales,
space?
which is
Fire
a,
swales, fire swales.
yeah, which is kind of a natural way to retain the water.